Fear grows tonight that Ohio might adopt a bathroom bill similar to the one passed in North Carolina, putting hundreds of millions of dollars in danger of disappearing. Good evening, everyone. I'm Colleen Marshall.
And I'm Mike Jackson. Thank you for joining us. Here's the background. North Carolina House Bill 2 was signed into law in March, saying bathrooms must be used according to a person's gender at birth and not gender identity. It was immediately denounced as legalized discrimination. Today, North Carolina's governor announced the state places first nationally in an annual ranking of business competitiveness.
Look at the true numbers of how many jobs we're getting versus actually how many jobs we've actually lost. So I'm very, very proud. Why don't we celebrate something for a change? And I encourage the media to do the same thing.
Now, the Center for American Progress estimates North Carolina has jeopardized $500 million and lost 1,000 jobs from corporate and tourism boycotts. Now, Columbus City Council wants to send their own message to the leaders of North Carolina.
And tonight they did that. They passed a resolution banning all non-essential travel to the Tar Heel State. It's similar to legislation already passed in Dayton, Cincinnati, and by Cuyahoga County. NBC4's Candace Lee is live in the newsroom now with more on that. Candace?
You know, Colleen, the city of Columbus continuing the trend of supporting the LGBT community, taking a stand, as you just said, against the controversial bathroom bill North Carolina passed in March. It is a move the LGBT advocates welcome, while admonishing an Ohio lawmaker's attempt to introduce similar legislation here. The city of Columbus once again marching in favor of LGBT rights, approving unanimously tonight a non-essential travel ban by city employees to North Carolina, home of the controversial bathroom law.
We are a community that is focused on inclusion and focused on diversity. And whenever we have the opportunity to stand up and put a stake in the ground and say, in Columbus, this is where we stand, we had to be loud and have that conversation.
Carla Rothen, executive director of Stonewall Columbus, applauds council's support.
I think it means that our city is standing up for us, and they are not going to patronize a state or a city that legislates discrimination.
But Carla is screaming foul upon hearing Ohio Representative John Becker of Claremont County is preparing to present similar bathroom bill here in the Buckeye State.
We do not want to legislate discrimination. This is not something that we want to put out there. It makes people feel like second-class citizens, like they're not worth anything.
It is a proposal LGBT advocates like Carla are prepared to fight, much like their fight for marriage equality.
Most of our legislature is not going to go for this. This is something I believe that is going to be very isolated. I'm hopeful that it's going to be isolated, but nevertheless, it does send a very powerful message that our work is not done.
Again, this travel ban is for non-essential travel to the state of North Carolina. Councilman Hardin says necessary business-related travel will still be approved. In the newsroom, Candace Lee, NBC4.
Thank you, Candace. And as Candace just mentioned, one Ohio lawmaker does plan to bring a version of the bathroom bill to Ohio. Representative John Becker of Claremont County says this legislation is needed to keep predators from victimizing women and children. Becker tells NBC4 he will include an exemption for transgender individuals in his bill, which would be a major difference from the North Carolina law. He plans to file his bill later this month. Now, earlier tonight, we asked our NBC4 Facebook followers if Ohio should approve John Becker's proposal, and our poll has gotten more than 1,000 responses already. Here are the results. 24% of those who answered said yes. 76% say no, they oppose that bill. There's still time for you to weigh in.